guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington football team. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
His first carry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 55, Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, switch gears.
Now it's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check 4. Here we go, even. Back. Show it. Flip.
On 3rd down, Hines. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Naeem Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
This Washington 7, Rams 0. Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So 22 more yards there and another first down.
First down.
They go play action here on first down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Check 90.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there. Checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, it's caught on the right side of Smith. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Rams have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
That's the score, Rams 14, Washington 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now it's Crowder. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They run with Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Rams 14, Washington 7.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run for it with Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Defensively.
To throw again, Rodgers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. And again, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stop.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Washington. Naeem Hines with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, Washington 14. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That gain on third down, good for 28. Sliding out of the pocket and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And a Rams first down.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll buy some time, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers, and the Rams add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Wait. Check. Hey, 5-on-50.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Man, I've seen that play a couple of times already.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
First and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Flushed out right.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Slam.
Here's Winston. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, it's Hines. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check it even. Rush in, rush in. Let's go.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matthew McCrane set to kick off.
Going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
coming up on 2nd and 7.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check nickel.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Here comes Rodgers now as he'll go for the 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 at the Rams' 29-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Check 4. Big Ed.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Rams 33, Washington 21. Matthew McCrane.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Rodgers on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Kevin King with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Rodgers. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
On 1st down, Hines. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
33, Washington 21.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. Blue lady. No chance. Wait.
Winston now. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Akers sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
3, 17. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, stop.
They'll run here with Akers. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
Touchdown defense. Watch twins. Check 43.
Again, it'll be Akers. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salt. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it.
And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
You know they pay me extra for this.
And a loose football.
Oh, here's the real deal today, baby.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into.
And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a 1st down as well. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 29-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Looking for the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Rodgers to throw once more. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their defense just added 2 more onto their lead, and now they'll see what they can do here offensively as they get it back following the free kick.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Rodgers throwing here. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there getting him the first. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Lining up for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. In the 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get him.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
A 3-yard.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go play action. Winston. And he's taken down inside the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Switch up. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Blue down. Blue 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On play action, Winston. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's
They're now a sack. Touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.